Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Griggs, and welcome back to Griggs Talks. Welcome back to our weekly Monday stream where we discuss what happened in the land of Manchester United over the past week. We actually had two games in the past week. We had one on Wednesday where we won against Ipswich in the game that probably, I would say confirmed that Manchester United will not get relegated. Thank God, I guess. And then yesterday we had the FA Cup. Probably, in my opinion, I think Manchester United's best chance at any hope of silverware this year, considering every other big team other than Manchester City was eliminated from the competition. But in typical Manchester United fashion, they went out on penalties. Actually, that's not typical fashion because we're actually good on penalty shootouts. But yeah, we lost on penalties yesterday to Fulham at Old Trafford. And by the time of the video, in my opinion, I think that certainly confirms that there will be no trophies this year for Manchester United. I don't think we'll win Europa. We'll still talk about Europa. But yeah, if you do end up joining in, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, let's start talking about it. I'm not going to talk about Wednesday's game against Ipswich because that was like 5 days ago and we did have a more recent game. Big up Mustafa. I know he said great side. Big up Roderick. Big up Simon. But yeah, man. Obviously, what's up? Everything's good, man. Obviously, Saturday night, John Cena turned heel. It's one of those moments you're like in life, you're like, yo, I was there. You're like, it's one of those, like, my opinion, like in terms of like sports entertainment, all that kind of stuff. It's a historic moment, right? You were there the night that John Cena turned heel. It's been like 20 plus years since I was like 3 years old when he was a heel and he had just debuted in wrestling. My whole life, John Cena has always been this hero idol where he's kind of just like this nice guy. Every little kid loves John Cena. Every little kid wants to be John Cena. He has like the most Make-A-Wish Foundation, all that kind of stuff. And then on Saturday night, he turned heel. And obviously, if I was still like 10 years old, I would be heartbroken, right? Like you seeing like your idol become like a villain. But now that I'm 24 years old, that shit was gas, bro. Now I know how people that are older than me felt when Stone Cold Steve Austin teamed up with Vince McMahon and then turned on The Rock, like that kind of stuff. That's what it felt like on Saturday night. So that was amazing. But then, you witness something historic on Saturday night, and then the next day you wake up to see Diogo Dalot left wing back, and then you're like, then that puts life into perspective of how bad life can be, right? You go from such iconic moments to watching Diogo Dalot left wing back to watching Rasmus Højlund up top. It's like, that's where you start losing your love for life. Because honestly, man, it's the same old United, obviously. I didn't watch the first half as much. I was able to rewatch it last night when I got home and stuff like that. I watched the whole second half, and honestly, United had some good moments. In my opinion, over the past week, I do think United are starting to play a little bit better. I think we're starting to create a couple more chances and stuff like that. I wasn't going to talk about much about Wednesday, but I did think Wednesday, for the first 40 minutes before Dogu got suspended or before Dogu got a red card, I thought United looked really well. We were creating chances. We were more on the front foot. Our press looked better. We looked more intense. I really liked how Dogu can't play against Sociedad, by the way. He just can't play against Arsenal next weekend, and then whatever our next game is. I think international break is after the next set of games, but anyway, but Dogu can't play against Sociedad in both legs. But yeah, I thought we've been playing a little bit better, creating more chances. But still, at the end of the day, it's still it's met. But obviously, it's personnel problems as well. Like I mentioned, Rasmus Højlund up top, bro. Essentially, you're playing with 10 men. Let's just keep it a stack, right? When you have Rasmus Højlund up top, you're playing with 10 men. It's irrelevant for him to be up there. Joshua Zirkzee, obviously, there's mixed opinions about his performance yesterday. A lot of people were okay with him. Like he kept trying things. He apparently dueled and he had 25. He lost 25 duels, but then there's some people that are going to say, you know what? At least he attempted to be in the duels, and that meant that he was getting involved in the game as apart from Højlund, who really literally engages in very minimal duels. And Zirkzee obviously had a pass that probably should have been the match-winning assist to Garnacho, but Garnacho's first touch is absolutely horrible, but we all knew that already too. So, yeah, I think Zirkzee may be a mixed performance. Obviously, Xerxes is a player that gets mixed reactions from fans. But there's obviously some fans, especially fans that love technical ability. His first touch is really good. He could definitely spin a man. He could chop a man. He could nutmeg someone. So yeah, there's that, and obviously Bruno Fernandes, who honestly, if you hear me talk bad about Bruno Fernandes, then you need to just go through your laptop screen or your TV screen or your phone, wherever you're watching me on, whatever device you're watching me on, just slap me, because I'm never disrespecting Bruno Fernandes, at least for this season, bro. This guy is he's the living embodiment of what a captain should be this season. Every single time United needs someone to rise them from, I mean, we're already in the ashes, but the few times that we're able to just get something, it's because of Bruno Fernandes, in my opinion. What's up, Lieutenant JJ? It's all because of Bruno Fernandes. That finish yesterday with the left foot, absolutely amazing, bro. And in my opinion, man, I think just Bruno Fernandes has been absolutely outstanding this season. And for the first time, in my opinion, you truly can say that Bruno Fernandes deserves better than Manchester United. What he's doing this season, man. He's had good performances in Big Six matches. That Liverpool away performance at Anfield was absolutely sensational. So yeah, man, I thought Bruno was really good yesterday. He's trying his best, man. He really is. He doesn't have the best of quality around him, but especially with no Amad Diallo, those were the two players this season that can just get United to do something, right? And the moment Amad went out, I knew our season was over, but it's Bruno that's still kind of trying to maintain some performances and get some points. Obviously, the Everton game, you had the Ipswich game where he had, I think, 2 assists, and every set piece was on the money for him. The goal yesterday against Fulham, obviously, was in the losing effort, but yeah, man, the goal against Arsenal in the FA Cup to even get us to the next round and stuff like that, he's been trying his best. So nothing but praise for Bruno Fernandes. And I think Roy Keane's comments were after I recorded my last video. But yeah, man, I thought Roy Keane was very, very harsh because I'm not gonna lie, man. Bruno Fernandes maybe 3-4 years ago could have been classified as a bigger problem at Manchester United, but right now, bro, Bruno Fernandes is not even top 25 to top 50 problems at Manchester United. There are much bigger problems at every single position on that pitch right now. We have a bigger problem in goal. Our goalkeeper sucks. Center back, Maguire slow. De Ligt actually had a good performance today. I'm not going to get onto him, right? Lenny Yoro, I think in my opinion, Lenny Yoro's had really good games over the past week, especially against Ipswich. But we all saw that move that he did, right? Where he dummied someone, and Højlund obviously decided to, Lenny Yoro nutmeg someone, passed to Højlund, and Højlund wanted to dummy in the box. You know, my striker has not scored in almost 20 games, but he wants to dummy in the box. You got to give it up. Aiden Heaven made his debut yesterday, and I'm going to talk about the other youngster, Cheeto, later because he's going to have more of a prominent stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I thought Lenny Yoro looked good. Wing backs, I can't really get onto the wing backs too much anymore because they're clearly not wing backs. Mazraoui and Dalot are not wing backs, especially Mazraoui, even though Dalot did have an assist yesterday finally, right? Especially Mazraoui. We see the difference in levels between him at center back and him at right back. We all know what the difference is. So, yeah, and Dalot, yeah, I think they're both center backs. Midfield, Manuel Ugarte, what can I say? He's literally useless. I've been saying it. And you know what's funny? Yesterday vindicated me. Yesterday was a good opportunity for me to get some vindication. On the opposite side yesterday for Fulham, you had Sander Berge. All summer we were linked with Sander Berge. And I kept saying, for 20-something mil, I'm down. Why the fuck not, right? I think he's a solid player. He's a solid player. He can do all the fundamentals. And down the line, you could basically make him a squad option. For right now, though, he'll start, obviously, because he's better. And then you watched him yesterday, and you tell me who the better player was. Because anytime United need to go, Ugarte gets hooked. That's pretty much every single game, so he basically played 50 minutes. So I paid 60 mil for a guy to play 50 minutes. Well, I give it up, man. It's genuinely awful, man. Ugarte isn't useless. He humbled it. Wow, bro. Congratulations. This is what we're praising now, bro. 15th place Manchester United, bro. He humbled the lap he got into his face. Give it up, man. Please, man. Please. I've had enough, man. I don't want to talk about Amram today. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I probably will, but still, Amram out hype, man. I don't care anymore. 2 more months, United next Olympiacos, bro. Olympiacos, man. The pride of my life, the joy of my life, man. You know, yesterday, big win over AEK Athens, 5 points score at the top. Europa League on Thursday, even though El Kabi's injured, which might be clipped against Bodo Glimt, but you never know, man. We pray. Greece, by the way, speaking of Greece, literally 20 minutes after last week when I recorded my video, right? I think it must have been a Monday, I believe. 20 minutes after I recorded my live stream, I finished recording. I found out that we secured the services of Constantino Carezas. Obviously, you guys don't know him that well, right? But he's one of the biggest talents in Belgium, probably top 2 to top 3 talents in Belgium. Obviously, his name is Constantino Carezas, which is as Greek as you could get. It's basically like me. And obviously, over the past few months, there's been rumors that he might switch to Greece, but as a Greek, you're probably a little pessimistic. You're like, yo, Belgium aren't for him. They're a better nation than us. They have better players, better uses, all that kind of stuff. And then Monday, 20 minutes after I finished recording, it got announced that he's joining Greece. So now, a part of me is like, yo, it's club hype at this point. Now it's time to go back to my roots. It's time to focus on the country, man. It's time to focus on the motherland where I was born. I have a golden generation cooking up soon. I have top young players in almost every position. I have a young goalkeeper in Zolakis. We all saw what he did in the Conference League last year. Then we have center backs. We have Koulirakis, who's hooping at Wolfsburg right now. He's wanted by top clubs. We have Panayotis Retsos, who had a little bit of hype early in his career, rejuvenated himself at Olympiacos. You still have Tsimikas, even though he's a bum, but that's okay. In the midfield, you have the young players at Olympiacos, Muzakitis, Kostulas. You have Konstantelias. You have Zolis, who's hooping at Club Brugge. They're playing Champions League football in the next couple of days against Aston Villa. You have up top, you have Pavlidis, who's also playing Champions League football for Benfica. Scored that hat-trick against Barcelona. You have such good young players coming up, bro. So you know what? This is why I tweeted last week. I'm like, yo, I have to stop letting United take the joy out of my footballing life because I actually have things to be happy about. My country, for the first time in over a decade, and in my opinion, I think this group of players can be better than a lot of the Greek teams that still did good in tournaments. Even though those Greek teams were just veterans, they knew how to get results. But this team, there's a future to be looking forward to. A lot of these players are very young. And now it's all about how they get developed. For example, Zolis flopped out Norwich, didn't stick around too long, went to Germany, had a good spell at Fortuna Dusseldorf, and then went to Club Brugge, who are known for developing talents, and now we're seeing what he's doing. Olympiacos finally did what I asked of them. It's just to get to develop the best young Greek players, and we're doing that with our two players in Muzakitis. I have to look at his name again to pronounce it right. And Kostulas. You have two 17 to 19-year-olds. You have one as a DM, which I have been crying out for a midfielder, a deep line midfielder for a long time now. And then up top, my front five, bro, you can interchange whoever you want. There's a bunch of names. So honestly, I'm happy. And Simon's right, bro. We better qualify for the World Cup. Or at the very least, I am fairly confident in that Greece in the next two tournaments will qualify for one of them. If it's not World Cup 2026, if it's just a little bit early, Euro 2028, I will be there. But man, hopefully it's World Cup 2026. Obviously, it's going to be local. So I'm not going to go to the games because I'm not trying to dish out 2 racks. But I will be at bars. I will be at anything that, like in Astoria, obviously where I live, which is a big Greek area. I will be there, man. I will be there, bro. We will be there. So it's United hype, but at the end of the day, we still are mentioning that channel, so we do have to talk about them, and we do still have affiliation with United. But man, at this point, as a United fan, you're just looking forward to the summer, right? You want to get to the summer. You want to get the summer transfer window dopamine, who we're gonna sign. So yeah, man, it's like that, and that's why I want to talk about what's it called, the youth, because yesterday we had Cheeto Obi Martin came into the game, and he missed 3 big chances, right? And there's going to be people that are going to say, like, for example, this guy, Cheeto 003, we are watching because you go do something else with your life, man, generally. But he missed 3 big chances yesterday. And some people are going to view that as a negative, right? Like in terms of finishing. But in my opinion, bro, he's a very young striker. And when you look at some of those chances that he missed, right? In the under 21s, the under 18s, he bagged those, right? Because the levels are obviously way, way lower. And now he's going up against professional goalkeepers that pretty much know every single angle and stuff like that. And Brett Leno has been playing football for almost a decade now, or over a decade. So he knows a lot. He's a great goalkeeper. So I look at that, and then Jay is right, bro. There's big chances that he created for himself, which is also true. And you just looked at his instincts yesterday, the way that he was moving around the box and stuff like that. He showed intangibles and fundamentals for a good striker, that he has a future in football. And that's what I want to see when I watch the young players play from United. I'm not expecting every single young player that comes through at United to be making it, right? That's impossible. That's not how football works. But give them a chance and showcase what they can do. Because at the very least, if they look decent, but you think that, okay, maybe United's the level for them, you can still get money for them and go for other clubs. You see the way Zidane Iqbal's hooping out in the Netherlands right now. He should have been given minutes here. And obviously, youth football has a lot of politics, and it's not a coincidence that you're seeing kids like Aiden Heaven and Cheeto Obi Martin getting a lot more minutes and more pathway because they got guaranteed that pathway, right? When they signed for United told them you're gonna get first team minutes eventually this season, right? While you have other Carrington kids like Jack Morehouse, Jim Twaits, who have been hooping at United, but it's a little bit more difficult sometimes to promote the local lives because the other ones that came from other top clubs, they came here for a reason. But in my opinion, where you're looking out in the season, especially in the Premier League, where you're basically stuck in the limbo between, let's say, 12th to 16th, right? Play the kids, man. You have nothing to lose. You're not going to get relegated. So just play them. Europa League, yes, I understand. Europa League, you go all in. And these kids can't play in Europa League, most of them, because they're not registered. For example, Cheeto, we cannot see him in Europa League. He's not registered. So there is no opportunity for us to see him in the Europa League. But Premier League, let's watch him play there, man. What's the issue? It's good for him to get the experience because, let's be real, you took Cheeto out of the FA Youth Cup, which United also beat Arsenal, by the way, this past week. So you took him out of that. That's the biggest youth competition we have. So if you're going to take him out of stuff like that, and Aiden Heaven, for example, as well, play them in the games for Manchester United and let them get the experience. Aiden Heaven yesterday looked really good. He didn't look out of place. So let them see. And yeah, in my opinion, you're right, JJ. Yesterday, Cheeto put Hoyland to shame. He created a chance for himself. And the biggest hopium fans always say about Hoyland is he doesn't get service. Look at Cheeto yesterday. He created his own service. And I refuse to give someone the excuse lack of service when they play with Bruno Fernandes, who leads the charts and created chances every single year. He is the first striker to not eat with Bruno Fernandes. White Horse was getting chances with Bruno Fernandes. He wasn't converting them, but he was getting them. We saw what Cavani was doing. We saw what Ronaldo was doing. We've seen every single striker that has ever played with Bruno Fernandes get fed. But Hoyland's the only one that's not getting fed. Xerxes is creating chances for himself. Bro, obviously I feel bad for Rasmus in the sense that I think United was way too early for him. It was a big step up, which he was not ready for. I understand that. I sympathize with him for that. But at the same time, you're here now. And do something. He looks devoid of confidence, which I think he should get benched in the game. Obviously, he can't get benched on Thursday, but next week, actually, can you? That's Cheeto full 90 against Arsenal is a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but even though the script could be scripting next week, but yeah, man, I just think. I think you saw what Cheeto did yesterday. I think, in my opinion, you got to give him more minutes, man. It's not to just the kids, bro. In the Premier League, at least, you're out of the FA Cup now. You're in the Europa League. You can try for that and stuff like that. Also, because you have a very thin squad. We just played 120 minutes in the FA Cup game. We have Europa League on Thursday, where we have to also travel to Spain, a country where we are historically shit at performing in, and we have to play at 90 against Sociedad, who did just get walloped by Barcelona 4-0, but. It's going to be a tough game, and obviously you're going to go with your whatever it is you consider to be your strongest starting 11. I don't even know what that is anymore, but in my opinion, it's time to play the kids. Trust the youth. This is the time to do it. Because Amrin wants to be like, yo, I already told my players who needs to leave next year. So, okay, so bench those players. If they're not going to be here, what is the purpose of them playing? Because let's be real, there's no way you're going to be able to raise their monetary value at this point because we're so bad. So might as well just not even play them. Right? No disrespect to Christian Eriksen, who I think is having actually a really good season for Manchester United, and it's a shame that he's had to be so prominent because it's tiring him out. He got more injuries, but why do I have to watch Christian Eriksen in the Premier League? Play a kid like Jack Morehouse. Why do I have to watch Casemiro in the league? Respect Isak, bro. Isak, you could tell Isak had fundamentals. Hoyland, in my opinion, has terrible fundamentals. He has horrible intangibles for a striker. It's just, bro. It's just, I don't get it, man. Thank you, Andy. Hit the likes, people. Yeah, bro. I generally think that playing Hoyland right at this point is just, it's useless. And you could tell with even Ten Hag got tired of Hoyland last year when he started benching him and stuff like that. We did the false line with Bruno and Cup final, stuff like that. We need another striker, but then I have Ineos telling me that Osimhen is not an option because he's too old for their vision. 27-year-old striker is too old, by the way. A striker that's about to hit their peak is too old for Ineos. And see what I talk about when I hate football, when I hate modern football? It's all about projects, this, project that. You know why I think Ineos don't want to sign Osimhen? Because they know if United sign Osimhen, they bring a 27-year-old top striker in Europe, that increases expectations. At this point, every top club, it feels like, wants to devoid their club of expectations. They want to have like, yo, we can be good in 3 years. Don't worry about the present, worry about the future, and minimize current expectations. That's what it feels like. It's about modern football, especially in the Premier League. You see Chelsea and Maresca talking about top four. We don't. It's a top four and stuff like that, bro. You're Chelsea Football Club. Arsenal about to go trophyless again. So I have some level of respect for the clubs like City and Liverpool. They go for it. Yeah, I think wages are part of the problem and stuff like that, bro. But you're not paying many people high wages, bro. Some players you're gonna have to pay high wages, and that's another issue. It's clear United don't want to ever get top players again. They want to develop every single one of them. Well, guess what? That's not always possible. If there's a top player available and you can get him, go get him. Because you want to talk about Vision 2028, all this stuff that Omar Bawada wants to spew about. There ain't gonna be no Vision 2028 if you don't have top players. There is none. Because name me a striker that you think you can get that's going to be as good as Victor Osimhen in the next 3 years. There's none. There's absolutely none. But then they want to play hardball when apparently Betis are ready to offer 25 million euros for Anthony, but United want to ask for 40. Who do you think you're asking for 40 mil for Anthony? Take the 25 mil, take the loss anyway, and just get it over with. It's the Brighton approach. It's the Brighton approach. We're trying to be Brighton. Big Manchester United are trying to be Brighton. And yeah, people are going to say, oh, Brighton are obviously higher the table than us, and their approach is good, but it's not an approach that's going to win you trophies. It's an approach that's going to keep you mid-table. Of course, this is in grand totality, this is the Glazers' fault. But you know what? The Glazers would have at least signed Victor Osimhen. We're trying to do developmental club stuff at a club that developmental stuff is not possible unless you're successful. You can go sign developmental players when you have top players that can cover up and keep the shine off the young players. That's when you can do developmental stuff. When United were at the top of the game and they went and signed Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney, who by the way were top talents anywhere and were gonna be greats. Those guys were able to ease into the situation because United had top players around them that if United lost, the pressure would be on them and not the young kids. Now, the pressure is obviously on most of the young kids. Even though, in my opinion, I don't think Haaland has gotten too blasted in the media and stuff like that, considering his stats. But then you have other guys like Alejandro Garnacho. Last year, I said Garnacho 70 mil. I said if a club offers that, you take it or run it. Come around that range. Then we got to this window. We got offers of 45 to 50 mil, but the guy wanted apparently more wages from Napoli because we have the guy that has the ego of CR7, but the ability of Bebe. That's what it feels like, right? You know what? That might be disrespectful to Bebe because Bebe struck a ball better. Yesterday, we had baby CR7 not want to step up and take a penalty. So you want to have all this mentality that you want to be the face of the franchise. You want to get the number 7 eventually, but you don't want to step up and take a pen for your football club. That's what we're saying. You don't want to step up and take a pen. Yesterday, I had to watch Victor Lindelof, who, by the way, has never, ever contributed anything positive in his life to this football club. I had to watch Victor Lindelof take a pen and miss, which was so obvious, bro. From the moment that Lindelof stepped up to take a pen, you knew he was missing. You knew he was missing. He looked like he didn't want to be there. Mr. Face of the franchise, Garnacho, don't want to step up and take a pen. I don't care that he can't strike a ball. You step up and you take a pen. You want to be one of the guys at the club. You step up and take a pen. You see Bruno yesterday, captain, step up, took a first pen. You saw Casemiro, veteran, stepped up and took a pen. Diogo Dallo, mentality monster, stood up and took a pen. Xerxes missed his, that's fine, but he made his against Arsenal. Xerxes looked knackered yesterday, bro. The guy's playing way too many minutes. We have a very thin squad. We're playing 120 minutes every other week. It's clipped. Victor Lindelof. In great totality, probably shouldn't have even stepped up to take a pen. I'm tired, bro. Yeah, and you're also doing American business school, bro. outside of American Business School. American Business School hype. The developmental, it's generally that's the most jarring thing about this, bro. We're trying to move like Brighton, man. It's generally jarring, man. It's generally jarring. I got people arguing with me on Twitter, bro. I've had Twitter hype too, bro. It's bad, bro. But bro, bro. There's been times where I've given Garnacho slack. I'm like, yo, you know what? Maybe he can develop into a 6-man type player or something like that. Bro, I'm gonna try to keep this as professional and as nice as possible. I generally think he's not good at the sport of football. He is, in my opinion, he is an outlet that does not have top speed, that cannot dribble effectively. He can't strike a ball clearly. All he has is relentless. Congratulations, you have relentless stamina. Whoopity do. He is not good. He is generally just not good. I don't think he's good. And bro, Chelsea ran a background check on him and said, nah. Napoli offered us a lifeline and we didn't take it. He is not good, bro. Bro, he has not scored in over 20 games. He has 3 goals on the season. Marcus Rashford has scored a goal for Manchester United more recently than Alejandro Garnacho. Marcus Rashford has not played at this football club since December. It is March 3rd. Spring is in 18 days. Alejandro Garnacho has not scored for us since before winter started. So you know how last week I talked about the stat of the seasons where we have not scored an open play first half goal, which by the way still stands true because every goal against Ipswich was off a set piece, but whatever. Alejandro Garnacho has not scored for United since I think actually might even be November. We are in March. Do I think he can score against Sociedad? No. Do I think he can score against Arsenal? Absolutely fucking not. We are in March. I missed a game yesterday. How did you rate? I guess 6 out of 10. He did some nice stuff. He lost a lot of duels. He lost the ball a lot. I don't think this 10 role is perfect for him. I don't think this formation is perfect for him. I do think he'd be better as a striker with 2 inside forwards next to him. Which is a 4-3-3, which we saw one time again under Ten Hag, and we scored 3 goals, and we never saw it again. But yeah, man, I think from that level. But yeah, man, Garnacho's ass, bro. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, the good thing about Xerxes is that the one thing I'll give him credit for is he knows how to utilize his size. He knows how to utilize his size. As a technician, I do think he's overrated as a technician because he has very, 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 very sloppy moments on the ball. But then he also has very, very good quality. He has great moments of quality on the ball as well. That pass that he played to Garnacho where he spun the man, dribbled past him, played that ball over the top. That is top play. But then there's moments where the ball, he'll take a sloppy first touch. His pass will be way off. His decision making at times is very, very off. So yeah, man. No, I don't rate Clear Lake. Bro, honestly, there's very few ownership groups I rate in the Premier League. And honestly, it's funnily enough, Marinakis, who I have spent 5 years hating, might be one of the best owners in the Premier League. But yeah, man, Garnacho pisses me off, man. I really get frustrated when I see him, bro. Every time I see him, I get pissed off, bro. It's so bad. It's just so bad, bro. Just so bad. And this is the guy that United want to hand the key. I want to view as part of their future, bro. Sell him, get the direct profit, and move on, bro. Please, man, please, bro. Generally, please, bro. Nah, I can't do that, bro. I'm stuck with United for life. Once I choose a team, I'm a diehard fan for them. I defend them to the best of my ability. I also cook them to the best of my ability. But yeah, man. But Shina, I don't even know what United quality is anymore. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what United quality is anymore. I don't, man. I don't, because I thought McTominay was below Man United quality, but then I saw Ugarte and I'm like, yo, you know what? What the hell is Ugarte then? Because if I don't think McTominay is United quality, then what the hell is Ugarte? So it's stuff like that, man. And that's why I believe we took the Ole era for granted. We generally took the Ole era for granted. I thought it could get better than that. It's if any if it's gotten anything but better. It's been significantly worse. I took second place for granted. I took top 4 finishes for granted. I might not see top 4 for the next 3-4 years. It's clip, man. We need to sign Ryan Shirky. Well, I asked for players. He doesn't have the intensity for the Premier League, apparently. You know what? Shirky might have too much attitude for Ineos, for all I know, man. Rank the lap Osimhen Gyökeres. Based on Ineos' strategy and vision for transfers, Osimhen is probably last on the list. You know who's probably first? Probably Liam Delap, who I don't even want Liam Delap because I saw him. I saw Liam Delap at Ipswich on Wednesday, in my opinion, and I was very, very unimpressed. I'm not going to lie. I took the Jones era for granted. Fuck it. I took the Van Gaal era for granted. I thought that football was boring. What the hell am I watching now? Vitinha. I think Vitinha's top. By the way, Wednesday, we will be there, bro. PSG versus Liverpool. That is football. That is football right there, ladies and gentlemen. Vitinha, PSG versus Liverpool. You see what I'm talking about? United hype, man. Look at the UCL fixtures on hand this week. I have tomorrow, Madrid Derby. I will be at work, unfortunately, but still, Madrid Derby tomorrow. Wednesday, PSG Liverpool. Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. Look at the quality on hand. But we want to talk about Manchester United. Man, United hype, man. Top. Yeah, the lap is a better version of Højlund, in my opinion. But how much better is that? There is no spine. There is no leader, no hierarchy. I agree, man. I mean, I do think there is a hierarchy. I think Bruno Fernandes is quite clearly the captain of this football club, and he's quite clearly the leader of this football club. But the thing about Bruno Fernandes, I've always said, Bruno Fernandes can never be your best player. Bruno Fernandes can be a great Robin. He can even be a great third option, but he can never be your top guy. But he's been thrust into that role, obviously, and he's done decent at it. But I've always said, man, put Bruno around better players. He looks top class, bro. Top class. And if anything, I think Bruno Fernandes, what has happened to Man United over the past 3-4 years, will, in my opinion, will age Bruno's career at United much better because he's going to look like that gold trash bag amongst a boatload of garbage. I would take my 10th in a heartbeat at Manchester United. Top striker, man. But you see another striker that's about to be 25, 26. Well, not a hype, bro. I'm tired of him too, man. I'm tired of going on, bro. I'm tired of goalkeepers, bro. Goalkeeper hype, man. Goalkeeper hype, bro. I agree. It's why I think also Bruno, it was great for Bruno when he played with Pogba because it was Pogba that took the burden because Pogba was the bigger name. He was the bigger signing. He had more expectations while Bruno was able to kind of be the Robin to Pogba's Batman. But then even Pogba, you're like, with his intangibles and stuff like that, maybe he needs someone he needs a better leader around him. You saw Juventus when he had the likes of Chiellini and stuff like that. De Ligt is a leader in terms of, yes, De Ligt is vocal and stuff like that. I agree. But then again, he's also, in my opinion, not the greatest of players. So that's the difficult part. So I don't view De Ligt as a starter at this football club if I ever want to be successful. So he has that kind of stuff. And I don't think De Ligt's a better leader than Bruno Fernandes, in my opinion. I think Bruno Fernandes is much more vocal. He holds people way more accountable. And people criticize. I remember when Bruno yelled at Garnacho and people got on Bruno, bro. Fuck it. Bruno should be yelling at him every single moment. But yeah, man. Honestly, at this point, the only thing that can keep me investing in that is to play the youth. Because yesterday, I was at work, right? So I was keeping tabs on the game and stuff like that. I had the game on the side and stuff like that. But then when I saw Cheeto come on, I'm locked in. It's about that. I just want to watch the youth, man. I generally just want to watch the youth. That's all I want to do. I want to see who has hope for United. Who can I place my next stocks in? Who can be my next Ahmad? Who can be my next Menu? That's what I want to do, man. I just want to keep optimism for that. But other than that, really, football this weekend was kind of dead. It was Cup weekend. But yeah, man. Your dream signing out of these three: Isak, Yamal, do it. Obviously, Lamine Yamal would be number one because he's the best. He's the best talent in the world. He's gonna be a future Ballon d'Or winner. Number two, Doué or Isak, bro. Desiree Doué. I've heard rumors that Jason Wilcox was the reason why we didn't get Desiree. Was a reason why we didn't do further interest in Desiree Doué. If I ever catch on God, it is probably Isak though, because just the striker market is not as good as like the winger market. So I think it'd be Yamal, Isak, and then Doué, because Isak's, in my opinion, the top two striker in the world. I don't think, obviously, if you want to count Mbappe, then top three. But yeah, man, it's PSG, man. PSG, bro. I'm investing all my stocks, bro. There's three clubs I want to watch for the rest of the year. It's Barcelona, it's PSG, actually four. That's Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. It's the La Liga title race. I'm locked in, and it's PSG, bro. Because PSG are pure hoops. They are my dream football club and what I want to see, bro. They bought the best talents from Paris. They brought in the best talent from Ligue 1. They invested in the youth. They invested in youth players. They invested in the young players. They have a top coach in Luis Enrique, who I have to start giving a little bit more respect to. They're doing it the right way right now. And yes, people are not saying that this PSG is better than the versions of Neymar and Mbappe. I don't, especially the Tuchel version of Mbappe, Neymar, PSG. It's not better than that because you had two of the three best players in the world at the time. But man, we will be there, bro. They'll say Greek is player FC, but when I say I'm still in the FA Cup quarterfinal, when I say I'm in the Champions League round of 16, they boo me, bro. I got bigger fish to fry. I got stuff to focus on, bro. Villa Nation, we got shit to win, bro. Pau Torres is back. We will be there. JJ, don't put that into the universe, bro. We have JJ, please, bro. Focus on the positives. We have a chance to win Liverpool's UCL campaign, bro. Please, man. Please. Rashi won, bro. Who they playing Preston, bro? So he's basically at Wembley. We will be there, bro. We will be there, man. My MB is getting his FA Cup, bro. Thank God, bro. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for international break, bro. I've never wanted an international break more in my life, man. I can't wait. Hold up, who are Greece playing, bro? What's my opponent saying? First match, Scotland. We're there. I played Scotland twice, man. Wait, it's not World Cup qualifiers yet. I gotta wait till September. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot we have a playoff against Scotland to see if we get into the Group A of Nations League Nations League in the next time. Oh, McTominay, I'll be seeing you, bro. McTominay, I'll be seeing you, bro. Don't worry, man. I'll see you, Scotty. I'll see you, Scotty, bro. We'll talk soon in 2 weeks, bro. John McGinn hype too, bro. I'll be there, bro. I'll be there. Don't worry, man. I'll be there. I said from 2 months ago, I said PSG are beating Liverpool or Barcelona if they buck them in the round of 16, bro. I said I'll be there, bro. The moment I saw them beat Man City, I'm there. I will be there, bro. Carrington, FA Cup, and Serie A title, bro. We will be there. We will be there. We will be there. McTominay almost scored a winner against Inter on Saturday. That would have been monumental in the Serie A title race. I will be there, bro. Carrington success, bro. You know what? I have to apologize to Scott McTominay, man. I apologize. I was so harsh on you. I please forgive me, bro. I had to watch Manuel Ugarte, man. And bro, see when I went on the terrace in the summer and I said, "Are we sure Ugarte is better than McTominay?" They told me yes. Are you sure now? Are you sure now? Are you sure Ugarte is better than Scott McTominay? Because I know who I'm taking. Of course, you think I haven't been keeping eyes on my goat? Bro, Neymar scored like 3 free kicks in 2 weeks. Go, man, bro. Brazil 2026. You will be there. Vinicius Jr., you have one job. Get my goat a World Cup. Get my goat a World Cup, bro. We will be there, man. I remember more hype, bro. I speak, bro. Call me brother, bro. Hype, bro. Casemiro moved me yesterday, bro. You saw Casemiro yesterday, yo. You see what it is, bro? I hate Casemiro. I think he's washed. But you see just how important passing range is in a midfielder. Casemiro's ability to clip passes and play vertical. You see how important that is. Neymar versus Paul, bro. See, bro, you see what I'm saying? Shina, JJ, Mustafa, everyone that's in the chat. I'm not. He's mid, bro. He's washed, bro. What I'm talking about is like just the verticality. JJ, you know what? JJ, I know, especially you know what I'm saying. The verticality in passing, able to get up the pitch quicker because of what Casemiro's passing range can do. That's how bad Ugarte is, bro, because he wants to just keep it safe. Bro. Esteban versus Neymar. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Football, in my opinion, football is in a good place right now. In terms of, I think this next generation of young players is very, very special. So football is in a great place. But it just happens to be that the club that made me fall in love with the game at the same time is at its worst point ever. That's the issue. Respect my scouts, man. Man United scouts, don't disrespect them like that. They have visions. We do not implement said visions. Said visions had me Desiree Doué on my scouting report. Said visions had Zion Suzuki as my goalkeeper. Instead, I have to watch Andre Onana dive early for every single penalty. I miss Bayindir, man. I called Bayindir an NPC for a whole year. I miss him. I miss Bayindir, man. You got me missing a Turk. Where's TK at, bro? I haven't seen TK in 2 months, bro. He's probably depressed because of Arsenal. Would you take Cardozo again? I saw he hooped against Madrid. A yank at United. Well, they're gonna cook me if he comes and he sucks. They're gonna be like, yo, Greg's hyped. Greg is his twin. Yeah, but they gotta give it up, bro. Yes, the floor of football has raised in 20 years, but yes, I agree. There is not the same. Obviously, we do not have two aliens amongst us anymore in Messi and Ronaldo. We do not have a Neymar. We don't have a Suarez. We don't have a Benz. But we do have some really good players. We have a lot of the likes of Lamine. You have your Viniciuses, right? Who I know there's obviously like they're doing like top 10 Champions League players of the past 25 years. Vinicius is amongst like top 5, bro. Because of what he's done and stuff like that. You have top players. You have your Rodrigos. You have your Amads. You have your Kobe Mainus. You have your Desiree Doués. You have your Barcolas. You're such good players, bro. And now you're seeing some of the players, right? The Wonder Kids that were from like 2018, right? Like Ousmane Dembele, right? He had this fluctuating up and down form. And now you see Ousmane Dembele about to have 30 goals before April. Those guys might be reaching their peak now soon too, right? Those wonder kids from the 2018s that have flopped for some time, but now they're getting that rejuvenation around them. It's like it's crazy, man. I think he is Spurs bound, or there's some weird deal. I would take him at United. I'm not. When it comes to United, I'm no longer gonna be greedy, bro. I'm no longer going to be greedy. I'm not going to demand the best. Just give me good players. Just give me people that know how to kick a ball correctly, that are not stupid, that have good physical traits. That's all I ask for. It's really not. You'll never get freaks. It's true. It's true. You're never going to get freaks like that. I agree. From that perspective, yes. Football is probably never going to have the superstars it once had, especially from our POV, right? Because of what we watched. But there are some really, really good players that deserve the adoration from fans, right? We cannot compare them to their predecessors. It is not fair to them. We can just judge them by what we see from them now, and how we should just judge them on the current climate of football. It is a disservice to compare the players of today to the past. They're always gonna lose. They're always gonna lose. So just enjoy them, bro. Just enjoy them. I thought you were talking about the Dallas Mavericks for a second, but yes, Maverick, yeah, your Cole Palmers and stuff like that. For example, the way I see people get on Jude Bellingham and disrespect him, bro. Jude Bellingham is a top player, man. Top player. Jude Bellingham, in my opinion, has a potential to go down as the greatest English midfielder of all time. He's only 21, man. It's crazy. Are you more Salah or Hazard fan, Griggs? I prefer watching Hazard more. He's always going to be my type of winger. but I can't discredit Salah's statistics. I can't discuss. Yo, Staffy, you was doing NBA watch alongs last night. Give it up, bro. Now I'm discussing with my channel, and we're discussing. We're not even talking about United. We're discussing top players. We're discussing the past to the present and stuff like that. We're not even discussing United, bro. I'm just talking about top footballers. For example, Mo Salah versus Eden Hazard. I do think Eden Hazard is more my cup of tea, but I cannot disqualify and I cannot discredit Salah's longevity, consistency, and his statistics. And he's about to have a Ballon d'Or level year. I cannot discredit that. Do I think he's the prettiest on the eye? No. Am I ever going to show my kids Mohamed Salah comps? No. The only one that's going to do that is Omar. But he's still a top player. He's a Premier League great. If you have him in your Premier League all-time 11, I cannot judge you. That's how it is, bro. It is what it is. But Mohamed Salah is a top player. And yeah, man. We do need to throw away the term getting at a level. We do. We need to give that up. We need to give that up. Don't tell him how you doing. Staffy hype, bro. Don't pay attention to him, bro. Tell him and Cat to stay in Piscataway, New Jersey, bro. Just gotta give it up, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good football, bro. Your European competitions. Gonna hopefully, please tell me the United Arsenal games on Sunday, guys, and it's not on Saturday. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm still working both days, but still, man. Oh shit! The clock changes this weekend. Definitely not. Definitely not. It's definitely not Pogba. Because if anything, Neymar has more of a case because Neymar should have been the best player in the world, which I think he was at a time. But yeah, if we're going by that, it's probably Neymar. Even though I think Neymar had one of the most successful careers in football, but it could have been. Yeah. You saw predictions. Let's pull it up, man. All right. So we got Club Brugge versus Aston Villa. I got the Jolis versus Rashford derby. I am there. I know that's the Griggs derby. Villa away from home. Club. I'm gonna go draw. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Dortmund versus Lille. Dortmund 2-1. PSV versus Arsenal Football Club in the Netherlands. I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1. Wait. Who's RVP managing? Wait, is RVP managing PSV or Feyenoord? Okay, you're managing Feyenoord. Okay. Oh, you guys want to do the whole tie? Oh, bet we'll do the whole tie. I was gonna save the that for next week because we'll be recording next Monday and the first leg would have already gotten played. So I'm saving that. But if we want to do both, we could do both. So if we're gonna go the whole tie, I do think actually I'll do the whole tie. Aston Villa are gonna progress through Bruges. I think Lille will advance past Dortmund. I think Arsenal will of course advance past PSV. Madrid derby, Real versus Atletico. Now, the first leg's at the Bernabeu, which is advantage Atletico. Jude Bellingham and Federico Valverde might not play tomorrow. But history tells me that Atletico always lose to Real Madrid in the Champions League. But I always say the toughest Champions League opponents you can have is your opponents from in league because you have so much tape on them and stuff like that. But I will still go with Real Madrid because I cannot bet against Real Madrid in the Champions League. It is impossible. I just can't do it. But I do think that Madrid versus Atletico will go into extra time / penalties. That is my prediction for that. Wednesday, Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. It's very hard to bet against Simone Inzaghi in knockout stages. Bayern Munich versus, which is why I'm going Real Madrid at the end of the day. But every single time Real Madrid and Atletico play each other, even in Champions League, it is no doubt a close affair. Harvey P's getting dusted. I hate to break it to y'all. Leverkusen versus Bayern. I am going with Bayern Leverkusen. I think they're the better team than Bayern Munich, regardless of what the standings say in the Bundesliga. I have seen both those teams play each other twice this season, and I think Leverkusen were the better team. So I will be going with Bayern Leverkusen, in my opinion. Shout out Florian Wirtz. Benfica versus Barcelona. I am going Barcelona. I think they just have too much for Benfica. Benfica's defense just cannot cope with that attack. Company high for real. And then the tie of the best tie. Paris Saint-Germain versus Liverpool Football Club. You know what? First, before I do that, I'm gonna do a combined 11, and I want to hear what you guys think about the combined 11, right? So in goal, you have Allison, right? Of course. Right back, and obviously this is just on current form, by the way. This is on current form. This is not on like career and stuff like that. It's on current form. You got Allison in goal. You got Hakimi at right back, in my opinion, who's been better than every single one of their fullbacks. I go Liverpool center back duo, Konate Van Dijk, no doubt. Left back, I'm going Nuno Mensch, in my opinion. I think Nuno Mensch is the best left back. Robertson hype in 2025. He's got to give it up. Now the midfield, because I think both teams have really good midfields. You have the midfield three of Vitinha, João Neves, and I think Zaire Emery's back, right? Or is it Fabian Ruiz? Let me see what Enrique went with on the weekend. Oh, he wouldn't do it. Oh shit. You're going to Vitinha Neves Mac. I was thinking Gravenberch, Vitinha Neves. Nah, Vitinha. I like that. Vitinha Neves Mac. That's a lightweight midfield, but that's strong. That's lightweight midfield, but technical ability. Top class. All three of them have dog as well. It's fun. I was thinking like balance wise, Gravenberch, Neves, Vitinha. That's what I was thinking. That's tough. This is such a great matchup, bro. It's so tough, man. Hella dog in there, bro. Hella dog in there, man. Bro, I can't wait for the midfield battle, bro. Up top for me is very simple. Up top is very simple. It's Gvaradona, left wing. It's Ousmane Dembele. It's Mohamed Salah on the right. That for me is the easiest one. I'm not gonna lie, JJ. The competition was between Gravenberch and McAllister. I think Neves and Vitinha are in there. I think Neves and Vitinha are top 5 midfielders in the world at this point, bro. It's top, bro. Yeah, of course. That's the easiest one, bro. Kvara, even though Barcola is cooking, Desiree Dewey is cooking. But now my prediction for the tie. I think PSG win in Paris. They have to. If PSG don't win in Paris, it's over. PSG win in Paris. But then you got to go Anfield. And as much as I want to disrespect Liverpool, Anfield is heritage. The fans will be loud. It's going to be cooking. I'm concerned about PSG's attack against Liverpool's defense, bro. Van Dijk and Konate are colossals, bro. They are the best center back partnership in the world. Ousmane Dembele is not a natural striker, but he can cook. I am gonna go PSG. I'm gonna go PSG, but bro, It's gonna be a special time, bro. I can't wait, man. I genuinely can't wait, bro. It's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie, bro. We will be there. We will be there. Of course, they have to. They must, bro. Because Anfield's they're gonna get pressed like hell at Anfield, bro. And that Liverpool transition threat, but Arne Slot, bro, the coaching matchup as well. Arne Slot versus Enrique, bro. Whew. They can't, bro. Tough, bro. How is this a round of 16 matchup, bro? In my opinion, these are the two of the three best teams in Europe right now, bro. Movie. It's a movie, bro. It's a movie, bro. Hold on, I need to see the knockout maps. Then the winner of that plays Bruges Villa. Yo, we might get Rashford out. Yo, we might get Rashford in Paris again, by the way. Part 3. Part 3. Movie, bro. We're going to get Arsenal against one of the Madrid teams. Barca got blessed. Leverkusen versus Inter, the battle of the 3-back formations. Bro, UCL's a movie, bro. What is, they cook with that format, bro. But, yeah, man, I can't wait for Wednesday. I might do a watch along. I don't know yet. I'll think about it. Obviously, the views are going to be kind of low, but we'll see, man. But what a game, bro. I can't wait, man. I genuinely can't wait, bro. Yo, the only thing I'll say, Shina, is they're on Madrid side of the they're on Madrid side of the mark on the bracket, bro. Villa are playing the winner of PSG Liverpool. Emery versus PSG. Rashford versus PSG. Bro. Asensio revenge. Oh. Do I think PSG can beat Madrid though? That's tough, bro. I'm popping, bro. I'm telling y'all, no disrespect to Liverpool. Y'all gonna win the Premier League, bro. Forget about UCL. The streets need Madrid versus PSG UCL semifinals. That is a blockbuster. That is a movie. We might get that, and then we might get a classical final. Bro, UEFA cooked. What do you want, bro? Bro, I'm not even talking about United. I'm not talking about your godfather, Amram. I'm not talking about your brother from another mother called Anthony Towns, bro. I'm talking about PSG, bro. Heritage, bro. Yes, technically, but PSG are gonna be up for it, bro. They're gonna want to prove that they can win without Mbappe. So that's bro. That's storylines right there. That is movies to be made. But that's in the future. And if that happens to happen, we will be discussing that in future times. But yeah, man, it's been an hour. You know how we do. We usually do around an hour on these streams. Appreciate y'all. We got up to like 20 consistent viewers, so I always appreciate y'all. Shout out Lieutenant General JJ. Shout out third in command Andy. Shout out Shina, who was popping in the comments. Shout out Simon. Shout out Mustafa. Who else am I shouting out? Trying to think. I think Broderick popped up a couple of times as well. Smith. Definitely no shout out to Staffy. I will get tight though. If we have an El Clasico final, I'm gonna get tight because we got robbed about 6 consecutive years. I'm not getting that with Ronaldo and Messi. But anyway, that's gonna be blood. That's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie. But yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Maybe we do watch along to PSG Liverpool on Wednesday. We'll see. Other than that, though, I'll probably catch y'all next week again. Monday, same time. Y'all know the vibes. And then yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the Champions League football over the next couple of days. Keep Manchester United out of your heads. Don't focus on that satanic club. Focus on the good football, man. I don't know about all that, but yeah. Shout out y'all guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one and peace.